Hey everybody, this is a tutorial for making interactive activities. This is an idea that I got from Scope Magazine or Action Magazine. I think the lower level is called Storyworks Magazine, but these are really cool activities you can use in your classroom. This one was for comma corrections. What they're asking students to do is fix these sentences and put the commas in the correct places. An easy way to modify this is to put two text boxes here and then copy and paste them right next to each other. Drag it around, and maybe rewrite the sentence twice. One is correct, one is incorrect. That's a really simple way to make a modification to this for a lower level. But again, these are kind of specific to the magazines that these are we have a subscription to it. So if you have a subscription, these are actually preloaded onto their website and you can use them. I'm going to leave this posted up so you can see in our classroom how to make something like this. But if you notice, you can't really move around the like the actual worksheet, but what they want the students to do is drag these stars. So if they agree or disagree, and look, there's like a bunch kind of loaded in there already. This one lost its shape somehow, but there's enough for them to agree and disagree with each statement. And then that's it. It's so simple. And I think the kids get a kick out of this. It keeps them engaged. So what I wanted to do is walk you through making something like this of your own for something that maybe you use every year. So I like to do a page setup, kind of make it look like what we normally have as a worksheet is 8.5 by 11, right? So for our department, we have a bunch of preloaded worksheets in a shared drive for monitoring goals. And this is an order of operations. I wanted to show you how you could use this in a math classroom. So if you know how to take a screenshot, great. And if you don't, just quick Google it, pause it, and come back. So this is similar to making the Bitmoji classroom. You're going to go into background, choose the image. I just took a screenshot, so by default it goes to my desktop. And I'm going to assume it's this one. Now that's my worksheet right there. And you can do this, modify this however you want. If you have a higher level group, you can maybe have them make their own text box. But how to do that is a text box here. You can maybe, break this down for them however you want to break it down. Or you can have like a bank of answers over here, like different text box, and they can drag it. So if 8 was one of the answers, you can put an 8 here. And then they can drag the correct answer to the right spot. That's one way to make it interactive. That's just one way. There's so many different ways, and I'm sure you're all very creative. This is a sequence activity that I found preloaded. And again, I'm taking a screenshot. Not reinventing the wheel here. This is not going to take me that long at all once I get the hang of it. Choosing the image, uploading it from my desktop. And there it is. Sometimes when you create a slide, it comes with these text box, and that's in the background. That's kind of strange, but you can add text box, you can add shapes, you can add whatever you want to do. You can be as creative as you want with this. In order to do like a star like they had, you can do it like this. And I believe they filled it in like red, but you can do any color you want. And then you can copy it and then just paste it a bunch of times on top. And you can tell them to put, put the yellow star for the first one, put the green star for the second one, or they can just number it. You can put numbers there. That's just, again, another way for you to make an interactive worksheet on slides. And to assign this, you would go into Google Classroom, create an assignment, and you're going to add it. And then my recent one. The key here is to do it for making a copy for each student. And then sequence or order of operations. And then you want to make sure each kid has their own copy, because then when you go in to look at it, you can grade them individually. I'm also going to put in this slideshow some things that I've done in my English class, so you can use those, take those. Um, Feel free to copy and paste the entire presentation or just certain slides. But again, this is a really cool way to make things interactive, just different than, assigning a Google Doc or creating something completely new. You can use things that you've had for years, and that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, hope you find it useful, and maybe use the next few minutes to make some of your own.